Hi guys, so today we've got real estate royalty in the place, okay? So tell me your government names, please.
Michelle Cooper, Remax First Realty.
Rematch First Realty. And who do we have on the right hand side? Mr. Brandon Young, Mr. Social Media, YouTube, 100,000 followers and all that good stuff. Okay, almost there. He's almost there. All right, so we were just talking about the factor of Brandon's one of my clients. Michelle is a listing agent that basically sold Brandon the home. I was representing the buyer. At the time, Michelle was with Keller Williams. She didn't know me. And we're talking about how a 27-year-old was able to buy their first three-family home. So who wants to kick off? Brandon, you kick off the story in regards to how did this happen?
Okay, so started off looking for my first house. Wasn't having too good of luck with the realtors that I was using, and then I met up with Darrell, and he started going on the tours, started to learn a little bit more about real estate, and he was putting in a lot of offers, but wasn't getting anything until I went to one of the houses in Irvington. Now, the property that we originally went to actually sold probably 2 days prior, but there was another property on the lot. So we stopped in, and that's when we saw.
All right, but you missed something out, Brandon, and I'm going to remind you of this every time we talk. How did we get to, before we met you, Michelle, Olivier was listing a house in Belleville, and it was off market, and I was saying to him, it was staged, and Olivier was saying, I want around about 450. So I went to Brandon, I said, buy it. It's a multi-family, older, new construction, corner lot, double garage. And he was like, nah, that house sold for 550. So I'll never make you forget about that. Every time we talk. Well, I got there first. He didn't know the numbers. I knew the numbers.
Okay.
All right, so then we met you. Now he was cooperating because he knew what happened on the other transaction.
Yeah, I met him without you too. He said, hey.
There you go. So tell us why you accepted or didn't accept Brandon's offer.
Well, the first round that came through, the offers were all the same.
Okay.
So then we went back, and the offer that we accepted originally, they were quote unquote a little bit more stable. But what happened? COVID hit, right? We went into lockdown. Those buyers, they lost their jobs. So then Brandon's offer came in. I went back to my seller and I said, hey, this guy, I said, he's a young guy, young, not even 30 yet, buying his first home. He's from Brooklyn. I sold it, back over to my client, to basically, let's give this kid, this deal, because after everyone came in at 385, 4 other people came back at 400,000 exact. So who did I go with? We went with Brandon based upon the conversation that we had, so on and so forth. And then I got a chance to meet up with Darrell. Darrell knew what he was talking about, and I'm like, you know what? I see his name a lot. He seems to be pretty cool to work with. Let's go with this.
So that was the first time I think I was meeting you, Michelle. I think I may have spoke to you on the phone, but I remember the first time meeting you. And what stood out, like when you're in a situation when you got all these offers the same, what do you do to kind of distinguish, is the highest offer the best offer, or what do you do to kind of distinguish which is the offer should be the offer moving forward?
The conditions of the contract.
Okay.
Versus if you guys got the seller's concession. So the conditions, the agent, the stability of the buyer, understanding what vetting the officer, all those. So if everyone has a pretty, good head on their shoulder in regards to getting a deal closed, then we're good at it. We're good.
So I just want to say public, thank you very much, Michelle. You were a star to work with. You made the life very easy and seamlessly, and you even met my clients without me. That was trust, and like I said, it's about relationship. So before we wrap up, guys, if you were on the other side of this video, what advice would you give to someone in the market right now purchasing a home?
Just gotta go for it. Everything starts with actually taking action and making the first step. I know a lot of you are scared, but you gotta go for it. Try to educate yourself, but don't be too intimidated to get started.
So do you want to tell the guys that you bought your home, first year FHA, we've now refinanced you out into a conventional, and you're going to be moving out with another FHA. Michelle, has that been done before?
Yes, go ahead.
Okay. All right. So I keep on telling you, I can get stuff done. So Michelle, I'll tell you about it in a minute. Michelle, so what advice would you give someone who was on the other end of this video? What would you want to hear? What gems do you want to drop?
Trust your agent that you're going to lead you through the process. Trust the process. Go with your gut feeling also as well. And you don't have to overspend. Definitely do not overspend, because the highest offer is not always the best offer.
That's excellent. Well, thank you very much, guys. I really appreciate your time today, okay? Ready for the next one?